I'm reborn. I have a whole new life.
A life 68-year-old Stephen Arrington has been waiting for over 9 years, a presidential pardon.
I had to work not to cry.
This now husband and father has a story nothing short of a Hollywood film. In the late 1970s, Arrington was part of an elite naval team as a bomb disposal diver and says getting into marijuana led from one mistake to the next.
I got caught, and it ended my naval career. I had a critical nuclear weapons top secret clearance. I lost that.
His marijuana incident was exploited and later led to coercion. A job by a multi-millionaire introduced him to someone who would change his life. Max Mermelstein, the #1 man in the United States for Colombia's largest drug cartel. Arrington was faced with two choices: smuggle drugs or die.
I was told straightforward, it's pretty simple. You're a pretty smart guy. It's called silver or lead. Get in the airplane, co-pilot to Colombia, or take a bullet in the head. And I lost control of my life.
On October 18, 1982, Arrington was busted at the Van Nuys airport trying to smuggle $24 million worth of cocaine. He says the moment DEA agents caught him was a rescue from a life that was spiraling out of control. Arrington's case made international news when famed automaker John DeLorean was also arrested in connection, but never convicted. In prison, Arrington knew he had to turn his life around.
I didn't think my life was worth anything, but I made a commitment of faith to do only good for the rest of my life. And from that point on, continuous miracles began to happen to me, and they escalated and they got better and better.
Those better things led to a dream job as a chief diver and expedition leader for legendary ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau. For 5.5 years, Arrington traveled the world, diving with whales, dolphins, and sharks. His story then led him to spread his message.
My message is hope that never surrenders.
You can stretch your arms out and touch.
In 28 years, Arrington has reached 800,000 kids and young adults across 49 states as an anti-drug, anti-bullying advocate.
I can talk to them about real things. I can talk to them about prison. I can talk to them about the Medellin drug cartel. I can talk about hitmen. I can talk about what it's like to be in prison and how scary it is.
Even though Arrington travels the country with his story, this is home. Overlooking Feather River Canyon, he wants to share his story to kids and families in his own backyard.
This is where I live. I live in the North State. And I want to speak at schools. I want to speak at organizations. I want to speak at clubs. I want to reach as many young people as I can.
Arrington says a pardon is something to be earned, and this is just the next chapter in his story.
A lot of people do nothing at all with the pardon. They get the pardon and they go, oh, fine. But now I'm a whole new United States citizen.